morning. You're kicking it with your guy, Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys like the content, please do me a huge favor and smash the subscribe button. Basketball at the pro level has a new gambling scandal with Terry Rozier among several players. It's been investigated by the federal government. It was revealed Thursday in a bombshell report from the Wall Street Journal that the Heat guard is part of a federal sports gambling probe. Although he hasn't been accused of a crime or wrongdoing, Jonte Porter, Michael Porter Jr.'s brother, he was banned from the league for life last year as investigators looking into performances of what he was doing. And now, almost a year later, it's coming up on a year. We know this happened in 2024 when Porter got banned from the league. And now they're looking into some other players connected to this ring that had Rozier as well. The gambling ring accused of working with Porter to manipulate his performance in NBA games also placed large wagers against Terry Rozier in 2023. So you got Terry Rozier, Heat veteran guard, involved in this. He is the subject of this probe. The league was alerted to suspicious betting surrounding Rozier in March 2023. Rozier, then a member of the Charlotte Hornets, was playing in Charlotte, playing against the New Orleans Pelicans, according to NBA spokesman Mike Bass, who confirmed in his statement. Rozier is currently in the middle of a 4-year, $96 million deal. The NBA and Adam Silver, and you guys always hear me say this, the NBA and Adam Silver might have a real problem on their hands with a federal investigation into an organized web of attempted game fixing at the NBA level and even the college level. It's just another messy scandal to gossip about, and really opens the door to the possibility of the NBA hiding a lot of things that could alter the outcome of the games. This alleged illegal betting scheme can destroy a whole reputation of integrity. Fans are already doubting the fairness of many calls and questioning a game's legitimacy. Like this is something that turns away fans. It makes you trust less, overthink everything, and lose interest. It's a vicious cycle and a hard one to break. Another day, another scandal. And in the midst of another potential gambling scheme, Terry Rozier has some questions to answer. He has some explaining to do. You know what? It was sadly only a matter of time, and I'm not surprised that the feds alleged a vast gambling ring that has ensnared everybody from NBA players to college basketball, rigging games through the use of prop bets widely popularized by online betting apps. We knew this was going to happen when you let gambling come into pro sports. I saw this coming from a mile away. And so when you let gambling come into pro sports, it will never end well. And between the blowouts, the rotations, the number of fouls called, this year and last year, it just felt fishy. Like, it's real fishy. And I feel like it's a lot worse since the NBA partnered with FanDuel and these gambling sites. And trust me, I'm just telling you this right now. It's going to be more to come. The fact that Commissioner Adam Silver got in bed with these sports books, set no boundaries, and completely sold out, you created an ongoing problem. And it's just not a place the NBA wants to be in. And now that you're put in this situation, it just never ends. News comes that Terry has allegedly a little side hustle separate to the NBA. What NBA player would need a side hustle when he's getting paid $96 million over his 4-year contract? The whole thing is kind of bizarre. Very similar situation to Jonte Porter. It's weird because if I remember correctly, there was a game where Rozier was questionable to play. I think there was a game where he got hurt, so he left the game. Then he was also out for the season after that. I watched a quick clip from the Hornets-Pelicans game in 2023. It appeared as though Terry Rozier tweaked his foot after hitting a jumper. He grabs at it and seems to be limping. He did play a few more minutes before checking out for good. Rozier left the game after 9.5 minutes, and not only did not return, foot discomfort was the reason cited. He did not play again for the Hornets that season. Now, you may say, why would a $24 million player be involved? And this one, I got to tell you, this one, it's just odd that he only played 9 minutes and there was allegedly unusual betting on him, and they had notified the league, notified the teams, hey, something is going on. It's a lot of weird money going on Terry Rozier. There was a lot of money placed on bets for his unders to hit on his player props, and because, well, he left the game early, obviously, all of his props did hit their unders, and so, I mean, it's just a wild story. And here's another twist right after that game. There was a couple of accounts posting on X about how Terry Rozier allegedly did this on purpose to make some people money. There was concerns about what's going on there. The report says that Terry is not being accused of any wrongdoing, but because the FBI is getting involved in it, it seems like where there's smoke, there's fire. I mean, honestly, Rozier hasn't been able to make a damn shot since he became a Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they traded a first-round pick for this guy. When he played in Charlotte, he averaged 23 points a game. Came to Miami and could not score. It almost seems like an unusual betting pattern, right? So that right there signals some red flags. There was a stat where he shot 13 for 80 from 3 over his last 14 games or something like that. It was the worst 14-game span in NBA history with at least 80-plus attempts. And then, all of a sudden, you have a guy who couldn't get assists. Shooting struggles became a concern. He's missed layups. He's missed some finishes. Over dribbling. I mean, who knows what he's going to give you one night and then another night. So maybe he is up to something sketchy, right? I'm not accusing him of point shaving, but it's just kind of weird. This is a bad look, not only on him, even if he's innocent until proven guilty, because, again, based on public opinion, you're going to have those on the other side of this who think he's been up to no good. It's a bad look for the NBA as gambling becomes the problem that can't be resolved, it seems. It's going to continue to happen in a world. This is just going to happen. It's the reality of it. It's the new reality. It's going to continue to happen in a world where gambling is shoved in our faces. And look, you have your suspicion about it because Terry can have a hot start, then get tunnel vision and jack up bad shots. Now he's bricking every shot. I mean, the man has enough bricks to build an entire city if he wants to. Brick City, right? And then, on the other end, you're watching a guy give up a ton of points. So I can see why there is an investigation. Look, this guy has looked disconnected in games, and while there's no proof, I truly feel like there's some conspiracy. Rozier is linked to the same probe that led to former Toronto Raptors player Jontay Porter being banned for life from the NBA, facing criminal prosecution and eventually pleading guilty to committing wire fraud. Porter is awaiting sentencing. There has been no indication that Rozier is under criminal investigation, and he has not been charged with a crime. This is an uncomfortable conversation to be had. It really is. It's an uncomfortable conversation to be had. It's one that's gonna constantly be revisited. We're gonna have a lot of conversations about gambling in sports because that's the way it is now. And Rozier is a much more notable player than Porter, obviously. And now it's in the hands of the feds. So this is a different investigation than the NBA held, right? And clearly something fishy happened because one of the things that was in the Wall Street Journal is that some of these online gambling sites actually shut down the bets on Terry Rozier before the game even started because so much money was coming in on this random game. And, for a game that didn't seem to matter towards the end of the season, that was suspicious enough that some of the sites just didn't take bets on Terry that night. So clearly something fishy happened. It's just that something isn't adding up. The question is, was Terry involved? He could be involved in another way if he wasn't faking the injury just to play less and manipulate the score. He could have told someone in this gambling ring, oh, hey, my foot hurt. I don't even know if I'm going to play tonight. They're saying this could be serious. I'll take this under on me if I were you. That conversation could have happened. It could have even been someone in the organization who knew he had a foot injury, said to a relative or someone close to him, hey, Terry, I got to work on his foot today because he's been bothered by a nagging injury. Maybe there was a cousin or a friend at Terry's house while he was getting at-home treatment who went and told someone, hey, he's having foot problems. I'll take the under on him tonight. We know about the gambling ring because we've already seen it be taken in relation to Jontay Porter. The domino effect continues. It's hard to believe, but this is the new norm. I mean, a player of this magnitude in terms of financially, when you're making $20, $30 million and it's on a single game prop, I'm guessing somewhere around six figures was in play. To me, this one doesn't add up. I'm going to hope. I'm really going to hope that this one is completely false. You're a former Charlotte Hornet player. You were the highest paid player on the team once upon a time. We're looking at this to see if he had any involvement. And, he's guilty no matter what by public opinion. But anytime the FBI is launching an investigation into an illegal gambling scandal and players throwing games with patterns, if I see the feds involved, that means somebody told something, okay? That means somebody told something, somebody showed something, somebody got exposed. That's just what it is with the feds. They get a tip, somebody snitched or said something. Or somebody got caught up and Now they are coming after everybody involved. We've seen stuff like this before, not only on TV. We've seen this in real life. 24K, 84K, 1,000. Everybody starts talking. I'm not a dude that gambles. You guys know that. So I don't really know every detail. I don't really know how all the details work. It's not something that I'm into. It's like speaking a different language to me. The league's broadcast partners promote betting. To retain any dignity to resolve this, remove the unders on prop bets or remove prop bets altogether. Because I can tell you, the league's broadcast partners are not about to end their relationships with FanDuel or DraftKings. If you're going to punish players for violating the law or NBA gambling rules, then the league itself should be scrutinized for creating an environment that fuels betting. Commissioner Adam Silver championed legalized sports betting, leading to a league saturated with gambling ads and financial partnerships. Players are exposed to the betting culture and making the NBA's harsh punishments of players look hypocritical. So I really can't sit here and blame the players. I got to look at the league. And this stuff is going to keep happening, folks. This is how it is today. More players are going to get caught. The thing is, a lot of these players haven't been caught. But trust me, more players will get caught as time goes on. And this investigation could only get uglier. It could get really messy, folks. So buckle up, because this is what the NBA has become, and this is what it's going to be like now that gambling is acceptable. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. It's hard to say. We don't have all the facts. We don't know all the facts of this story. So it's better to just reserve judgment. But as we know, he has been accused of point shaving. And it wouldn't surprise me, because I think you have a lot of that nowadays in professional sports. Thanks for watching, everyone. Really appreciate the love and support. I'm getting out of here now. It's been fun chatting it up with y'all. But guys, I got to go. I got to go to bed early tonight because I got to catch an early flight in the morning to New Orleans. But guys, we'll talk again very soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, as always. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, we'll talk soon.